Hello guys, welcome to this session. Today we are going to discuss MCQs on Indian economy. These questions will be on national income and development. So watch the complete session guys, and if anyone is visiting the channel for the first time, please subscribe the channel and don't forget to press the bell icon also. So let us start with the first question. The question is the lifestyle in any country is reflected in A option is the poverty ratio, B is per capita income, C option is national income, and D option is rate of unemployment. So right answer is option B, that is per capita income. Next question is India's national income was first measured by A option is William Digboy, B option is Dadabhai Naoroji, C option is M.J. Ranade, and D option is V.K.R.V. Rao. So right answer is option B, that is Dadabhai Naoroji. Next question is who serves the function of collecting capital formation data in India? A option is the Reserve Bank of India and the Central Statistical Organization. B option is the Reserve Bank of India and the State Bank of India. C option is Reserve Bank of India and all the commercial banks. And D option is the Central Statistical Organization and the National Sample Survey. So right answer is option A, that is the Reserve Bank of India and the Central Statistical Organization. Next question is which of the following is the main characteristic of the Indian economy? A option is capitalistic economy, B is socialist economy, C option is mixed economy, D option is none of the above. You have to tell the types of Indian economy. So the right answer is option C, that is mixed economy. Next question is in India, national income data are collected by A option is the Planning Commission, B is Finance Commission, C option is Reserve Bank of India, and D option is Central Statistical Organization. So right answer is option D, that is the Central Statistical Organization. Next question is the term national income refers to A option is gross production at market price reducing depreciation. B option is gross production at market price, depreciation adding net income from abroad, and C option is gross national product at market price, reducing depreciation and indirect taxes and adding subsidies. D option is gross national product at market prices, reducing net income from abroad. So right answer is option C, that is gross national product at market prices, reducing depreciation and indirect taxes and adding subsidies. Next question is the reason for low growth rate in India despite high rate of saving and capital formation is A option is high birth rate, B option is low level of foreign assistance, C option is low capital production ratio, and D option is high capital by production ratio. So right answer is option D, that is high capital divided by production ratio. Next question is who among the following was the chairman of the National Income Committee set up by the Government of India in 1949? A option is C.R. Rao, B option is P.C. Mahalanobism, C option is V.K.R.V. Rao, and D option is K.N. Raj. So right answer is option B, that is P.C. Mahalanobis. Next question is the most suitable measure of any country's economic growth is A option is gross domestic product, B is net domestic product, C option is net national product, D option is real income. So right answer is option D, that is real income. Next question is the Economic Survey of India is published officially every year by A option is the RBI, B is the Planning Commission, C option is Finance Ministry of the Government of India, and D option is the Industries Ministry of the Government of India. So right answer is option C, that is the Finance Ministry of the Government of India, who is responsible to publish the Economic Survey of India. So it is Finance Ministry. Next question is mixed economy means A option is where both agriculture and industry are given equal importance. B option is where private sector coexist along with the public sector in the national income. C option is where the process of globalization is heavily influenced by Swadeshi in the national economy. And D option is where both center and the states have equal role in economic planning and development. So right answer आएगा option B, that is mixed economy means where private sector coexist along with the public sector in the national income. Next question is which of the following is the main reason of low rate of growth of per capita income in India? A option first है high capital by production ratio, second है high rate of growth of population, C option है high rate of capital formation, and fourth है high level of fiscal deficit. So right answer is option D, that is 1 and 2. Both are the reason for low rate of growth of per capita income in India. Next question is which of the following sectors has the highest contribution in savings? A option is banking and finance sector, B is export sector, C option is domestic sector, and D option is private corporate sector. So right answer is option C, that is domestic sector. Next question is economic growth is usually coupled with A option is deflation, B option is inflation, C option is stagflation, and D option is hyperinflation. So right answer is option B, that is inflation. Next question is it would be correct to define India as an economy with A option is food scarcity, B is abundance of labor, C option is trade surplus, and D option is capital surplus. So right answer is option B, that is abundance of labor. Next question is which is an non-economic factor in the country's growth? A option is social behavior, B is natural resources, C option is energy resources, and D option is capital resources. So right answer is option A, that is social behavior. Next question is the opinion that more attention should be paid to persons than in things in Indian planning in future was expressed by A option is Amartya Sen, B option is Yashwant Sinha, C option is Atal Bihari Vajpayee, and D option is Manmohan Singh. So right answer is option A, that is Amartya Sen. Next question is if both prices and monetary income double in a given period of time, then real income will be A option is double, B option is remain half, C option is remain unchanged, D option is price don't affect the real income. So right answer is option C, that is remain unchanged. Next question is how is the Indian economy? A option is backward, B is developed, C option is developing, and D option is underdeveloped. So right answer is option C, that is developing. Next question is which of the following is correct about NNP, that is net national product? A option is net national product equal to GDP plus income from abroad minus depreciation. B option is NNP is equal to GDP plus depreciation. C option is NNP is equal to GDP plus income from abroad plus depreciation, and D option is none of the above. So right answer is option A, that is net national product is equal to GDP plus income from abroad minus depreciation. Next question is which of the following is not a part of the task identified by the government in the second generation of economic reforms? A option is oil sector reforms, B is public sector reforms, C option is reforms in judicial system, and D option is reforms of administrative and public institution. So right answer is option C, that is reforms in judicial system. Next question is who is called the pioneer of liberalization in Indian economy? A option is Dr. Manmohan Singh, B option is PV Narasimha Rao, C option is Dr. Bimal Jalan, and D option is P. Chidambaram. So right answer is option A, that is Dr. Manmohan Singh, called as the pioneer of liberalization in Indian economy. Next question is which sector has the highest contribution to the national income of India? A option is agriculture, B is industry, C option is service sector, and D option is all of the above. So right answer is option C, that is service sector. Next question is the main strategy adopted in the new economic policy in 1991 was A option is liberalization, B is privatization, C is globalization, and D is all of the above. So right answer is option D, that is all of the above. Next question is the national income of a country is A option is the annual income of the government, B option is the sum of the productive works, C option is the surplus of the public sector industries, and D option is difference of the exports and imports. So right answer is option A, B, that is the sum of the productive works is defined as the national income of a country. Next question is which method is used in calculating national income in India? A option is production method, B is income method, C option is both A and B, and D option is none of these. So right answer is option C, that is both A and B. Next question is when was the NSS, that is National Sample Survey, set up in India? A option is in 1950, B option is in the year 1952, C is 1949, and D option is 1958. So right answer is option A, that is in the year 1950. Next question is what is the basis of determining dearness allowance to employees in India? A option is per capita income, B is lifestyle, C option is consumer price index, and D option is national income. So right answer is option C, that is consumer price index. Next question is the poverty line in India is most affected by A option is level of production, B is per capita income, C is price level, and D option is quantity of gold reserve. So right answer is option B, that is per capita income. Next question is, which of the following is not an example of indirect taxes? A option is expenditure tax, B is custom duty, C option is excise duty, and D option is sales tax. So right answer is option A, that is expenditure tax. Next question is, which of the following cannot be included in the means to tackle poverty? A option is government subsidies, B is equal distribution, C option is increase in production, and D option is population control. So right answer is option A, that is government subsidies. Next question is, one difficulty in the way of correct calculation of national income in India is A option is inflation, B is semi-unemployment, C option is low rate of saving, and D option is existence of non-monetized sector. So right answer is option D, that is existence of non-monetized sector. Next question is, to calculate per capita national income is divided by A option is the total population of the country, B is total working population, C is the area of the country, and D option is the amount of capital utilized. So right answer is option A, that is the total population of the country. It means per capita income equal to national income divided by total population of the country. Next question is, what is the basis of calculating national income in India? A option is constant price, B is current prices, C option is on the basis of both A and B, and D option is none of these. Right answer is option C, that is on the basis of both constant prices and current prices. Next question is, gross domestic product added to the net income from abroad gives. A option is NNP, B option is GNP, C option is NDP, and D option is per capita income. So right answer is option B, that is GNP. जब जीडीपी में ऐड करेंगे नेट इनकम फ्रॉम द अब्रॉड तो हमें मिलेगा आउटकम में ग्रॉस नेशनल प्रोडक्ट, दैट इज जीएनपी. नेक्स्ट क्वेश्चन इज, हाउ आर कंज्यूमर्स बेनिफिटेड बाय वैट? वैट मीन्स वैल्यू एडेड टैक्स. A option is, it leads to lower production cost, B is, it abolishes sale tax, C option is, it saves tax on tax and thus prices are prevented from rising, and D option is, small traders receive tax exemptions under some limits fixed by the state. So how the consumers are benefited by the VAT? So the answer आएगा option C, that is it saves tax on tax and thus prices are prevented from the rising. So that's it for guys. I hope that you love the content. Please वीडियो को लाइक ज़रूर कीजिए. हम मिलते हैं किसी नए सेशन में guys. Till then, bye bye and take care.